You can show up. You can take space in this world in spite of whatever is happening. Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. How's your heart today? Or actually, maybe it's afternoon when you're watching. Maybe it's evening when you're watching. Either way, how is your heart today? I hope you're wonderful. I sure hope you're wonderful. Well, there's been a lot going on. Have you been noticing that? Have you been noticing how much energy that there is going on? Sometimes with so many choices and so many things that are happening, we can feel overwhelmed, overloaded, right? And our nervous system kind of goes wonky. I know mine has been going that way. So that is what has led me to today's healing vibe mantra. Today's healing vibe mantra is I can show up. So in spite of everything that's going on, I can still show up. You can still show up. We can still participate in life. So let's get to it, shall we? What are some of the frequencies that we might be experiencing when we want to show up, right? Well, the shadow side would be maybe fear, anxiety, frustration, also feeling that we're judged, right? But on the positive side of showing up, there can be adventure, there can be curiosity, there can be excitement, joy, maybe, depending on how excited and how joyful you are, then there can be joy, right? So, today let's feel into what it would feel like to show up in spite of whatever's happening, right? Because a lot of us still have to do things like work, even when we're going through a breakup, right? A lot of us still have to just do things and show up and have that responsibility when we don't want to. That has been me the past few days. I have not been wanting to do anything because I've been going through some little heart, I don't know what you would want to call it. And I wouldn't call it heartache, but heart-sensitive emotions and feelings. And there's some confusion around it. So, I still need to show up for you guys, right? I still have to make these videos. I still have to see my clients, even though I'm feeling sad and all I want to do is tuck myself away and cry, right? It's just the way it is. I have things to do, people to see, places to be at. So, it's super, super important for us to still show up in life. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start working on some of those frequencies to understand what it would feel like and get ourselves into that place where we are feeling different than we are at this very moment, right? Because even though I am where I am and where I am is okay, even though where we are is okay, we still have to show up in this world. We still have to do things. I'm looking at this hair going, what in the wide world of sports is going on there? It is what it is, right? So let's go ahead and let's just feel into these. Now, these mantras are not meditations, right? So you're not going to be going into some sort of deep meditative state, right? But I do want you to be able to sense and be aware of and use any physical senses that you can. If you can use your smells even, or your taste, if you can taste something in connection to these mantras, even if this particular mantra I can show up. I'm not sure how taste would kind of follow suit with one of your senses in that example, but it doesn't matter. We want to make this as easily accessible to the human body as possible because we want to feel things, right? Because as we know, the universe doesn't listen to words, it listens to frequency and energy, and our feelings are frequencies. Our feelings are energy. So that is how we're going to focus, and that's really what we're going to be primarily gearing and directing ourselves to with this healing vibe mantra. So you're going to assume the position, which you're going to be sitting down, not lying down. You will have your hands on your lap, either down or up, whatever is more comfortable for you. Go ahead and have your feet flat on the ground, and I do want you to close your eyes. So even though you may not be using your physical sense of sight, you can still use your sight within your mind's eye. Okay, so you can picture something or imagine something, how it might look, right? So let's go ahead. And again, just a reminder, today's healing vibe mantra is I can show up. So just close your eyes and just take a really deep breath for a moment, and then at your own pace, slowly exhale. Let's add some heart to this healing vibe mantra. What do I mean by adding heart? It's connecting to the heart, placing our awareness and our attention on the heart. The heart is the largest electromagnetic field in the body, and the heart is what will draw in our experiences. Okay? The brain creates it and designs it and sends it out to the universe, and the heart is what brings it to us. Okay, that's why I'm all about the heart. How's your heart? How's your heart? Always check on your heart. So go ahead, you're going to connect to your heart. Okay, and all you got to do is place your attention on it. That's it. Boom, 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 right here, boom. All right, so close your eyes, taking a deep breath, and then exhale. And I just want you to remember a time where you were really curious. Something caught your attention. You wanted to just sort of look into that more because you wanted to learn about it or experience it. So just go ahead. It doesn't have to take long. Just get your brain to kind of log onto and hold onto an experience that you had where you were curious. Okay. Shouldn't take long. Good. Now go ahead and find an experience where you were adventurous and you felt adventure, and log into that experience and see if you can't replicate how you felt. Remember how you felt when you were feeling adventurous. Just log into and tap into that adventure. Just feel into that adventure. Feel into that curiosity. And at the end of this adventure that you had, that you might have been so curious about, I want you to remember how good it felt to be done with that scenario, done with that circumstance, and how good that felt. It felt good. It felt so good. And that experience actually was fun. So feel into the fun of that experience and just log into it and just sit with that. How you were able to be curious about something and then you turned into adventure, right? It became adventurous for you. You went ahead and you did it. And when you were finished doing it, oh my gosh, it was just so much fun. And there's laughter. You might have even tapped into some joy there because it was so fantastic. So now you can feel that you're feeling these emotions, which are energy and motion. So just feel them in your body. See, feel how good that feels. And now repeat after me and feel into these words, maintaining whatever you're feeling right now. And that is, I can show up. That's right. I can show up. I can show up. And it doesn't even matter what you're doing. It can be the biggest thing. It can be the smallest thing. It's just you showing up. It's you saying, hello, I'm here, world, taking up space because you're good enough just by being you. You're here, right? So the universe deemed you important enough to be here. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. It is that simple. So you can show up. Say to yourself out loud, I can show up. And just sit right now and feel how good it feels to have that authority and feel into that authority that I can show up. I can show up. I'm here. I can show up. I'm taking up space and you can't stop me. That's right. Nobody can stop me. I'm here, people, right? So just sit with that for just a moment. And repeat after me. I can show up. Again, I can show up. One more time. I can show up. That's right. Go ahead, take a deep breath. Slowly exhale, and you can go ahead and open your eyes. See, you can show up. You can take space in this world in spite of whatever is happening. It doesn't matter. Sometimes we forget. Oftentimes we forget. I completely forgot this week, right? And so what this healing vibe mantra did for me is it reconnected me to these really great feelings, which are emotions, right? These different frequencies of a curiosity and adventure and fun. Oh my gosh, fun. This last week, I have just been not having any fun because I have been stuck in sadness due to confusion, right? Which means I need to get clarity, right? But I can tell you this much. After doing this and working with you, I'm going to show up no matter what I have to do today. And I actually have a lot to do today. I can show up in spite of whatever is going on around me. I can show up. So that means you can show up. All right. So thank you for joining me and reminding me also that I can show up. So I really appreciate all of you guys coming and following me on my adventure too, as I navigate this human experience. It's not easy to be a human, right? There's a lot that's going on, but we're doing the best we can. So stay connected to yourself, stay connected to your friends and family. And of course you can stay connected to me. Don't forget to like this. I forgot to even ask you guys to like this video because maybe someone else needs to see this video. So as soon as you click on that like button, this video gets distributed so that other people can see it, so that they too can show up. So stay connected, and I'll see ya on the flip side.